itself. I'll just have a few slides to understand more what is Select TV all about, where did we come from and where we are today. So there as well. We did the tallest tower in Qatar. We did our first farm-free hotels, resort line in Sepang Gold Coast, and a lot more other projects around the world where we clearly position Select TV as a company, as a leader in this market.
Use Imagine, you have to sign up Imagine. You have an account which saves all your playlists and your favorites in the cloud. On top of that, you can top up, and you can top up through credit cards or direct debit through our partner IP88.
But then are you running Linux or whatever built on it?
It's a Linux-based platform. It's, as Intel Prakash mentioned, that is an embedded chip. That's a bit technical, but basically it's an SoC, system on a chip concept. Very similar to what your handphone's chips are or what your tablet's chips are.
Hi, I'm Atifi from Business Today. I'd just like to ask about, let's say I am a content developer and I'd like my content to be on Imagine. So, what do I do?
Come and talk to us. Okay, we'll see that, hey, what do you need? Because if you just have content, do you have the rights? If you have the rights, do you need help in hosting it, in delivering it, in marketing it, in promoting it, in charging for it? We can do all that for you. It's actually a very important part of our initiative. That's why under our channels, we have a homegrown channel, because we believe once you provide a platform for creative people and content providers to be able to make money directly from the users, it can really drive the industry. What we are essentially is very similar to what the App Store is for Apple and Google Play is for Android, but we want to play that role for content providers in Malaysia, okay, without squeezing them dry.
Based on that, how about like censorship? Do you self-censor, or do you actually, does a content provider have to self-censor, or do you actually go through the censorship?
Maybe I'll share that with you. We have been in the industry for many years. So all this while, what we do is we rely on the content providers to do self-censorship. So they must get the definite necessary FINAs or whatever other approvals. But at the same time, on Imagine and Select TV side, we do an active role as well to make sure that the content that we provide to our customers are all proper and at the same time complying to Malaysian laws and regulations. So it's a two-step approach. One, we rely heavily on the content providers to make sure that the content is all censored. Second one, we do another filtration process to make sure that it's, we say, appropriate.
Hi, I'm Jin Xiong from The Star. Just wondering, you mentioned you have like over 200 channels and growing, but what kind of content, any big channels, internet channels that you're getting approached to feature on your service?
Okay, our approach is actually slightly different. There are millions of channels out there right now available on YouTube. It's just that nobody watches them as channels. You don't surf to a YouTube page to watch that as a channel because you're on your computer. But you will watch their videos mostly because it's shared on Facebook and all that. So what we did was to select the top 200 plus that we feel offers the most entertainment, educational, and like learning value, and put them in categories so you can discover them easily. So our approach is not providing you content that is not available elsewhere. Our approach is providing you content in a way that you can easily discover.
So basically your channels are YouTube channels that you have aggregated together,
Yes.
is it?
Yes,
So,
YouTube and Vimeo.
So this will be like including like you will say do one for technology or something and it will call under one technology, and then if it's a Chinese channel, it will be one Chinese channel, is
So
it?
we have Net TV, which is English, and a Net TV Chinese. So the Chinese, and then the categories were gadgets and technology, discovery and learning. And under gadgets and technology, for example, there's Mashable, there's stuff, and gadgets. So our focus has been always to bring content to you in the best way possible, rather than we create content for you.
Is there any plans to bring on board paid channels or any services of that kind?
No, we We don't have plans today to bring traditional linear channels, which I think like TV3, ESPN, HBO. Reason why is I think the existing incumbents are doing a very good job. Hopefully they can reduce the price, of course, then we all pay less about it. But they're doing a very good job on delivering that high definition, and also I believe that experience is already there. And we, like James mentioned earlier, the key differentiator that we complement those, I would say, content providers, meaning that I myself have, of course, Astro at home and I do watch some channels. But most of the time, currently, I'm spending about 85% of my viewing time on such devices because I have specific hobbies that I like, certain videos that I like, and I can't be waiting for Astro the whole day to show what I want to watch. So when we mention channels, it's more like curated content, but pieced together in a way that you feel that is somehow like a linear concept approach, but not the traditional sense of linear channels.
Okay, but
can I add on to that?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. So like you provide channels, right? Like traditional channels. Let's say you provide a science channel, yeah. Like Astro does. That wouldn't be our strength. Our strength would be a platform to say, for example, if somebody came and said, "Hey, I've got 200 episodes of nature documentaries, 50 on sharks, 50 on tigers, and can I put all of them on your platform and charge people for it, that they can watch however many times they like, but for like $9.90 a month, they can have access to 300 videos." That is our approach. That you can play that one shark video 10 times if you like. Thank you, congratulations. Hope you like it, hope you enjoy it. Okay.
Malaysia.